Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Ultra Instinct Tarot. My name is Andres, and I will be taking care of you for this reading. I will be using these 3 books to help me out for the reading, as they all talk about the same thing with very different, beautiful words. I will be using 3 decks as well: the Rider Waite Tarot, the OSHO Zen Tarot, and the good old Thoth Tarot. So remember, the goal for this channel is to find our own Ultra Instinct, just like Goku did. So we're just going to go with the flow and get started. Let me start with the 2 of Wands. So on the Tree of Life of Fire, the 2 of Wands is right here. So say this is you, and then you look at a mirror, and this is the understanding of what was in the mirror. So this is about will, wisdom, and the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is about dominion. Mars and Aries. So following the basic Mather's design, the 2 of Wands exhibits a textbook use of the color scale. The reds of Aries upon an explosive background of martial reds, azure, and emerald. It's a beautiful card, that background. The colors inform us in no uncertain terms that Mars is very happy in Aries, and that Aries is happy to play host to Mars. Crowley observed that this strong astrological marriage in Chakma, which is the second sphere, and that's where the elements first manifest. So it makes the 2 of Wands fire in its best and highest form, and represents what he calls will in its most exalted form, ideal will independent of any given object. The Wands are demon-headed Tibetan doors. Like the thunderbolt of Zeus, the doors represents the directed power of the gods, and serves as the instrument of divine destruction that must of necessity precede the creative cycle. The virgin ovum, Crowley claims, must be broken in order to fertilize it. The 6 flames bursting behind the doors allude to the sun, which is exalted in Aries and very happy to be there. Nice. So there's a nice little beginning, a lot of fire, probably a lot of excitement of what you're about to create or just already started creating. So this is very beautiful, beautiful energy to start with. And we have more red, more fire. The 5 of Wands, totality. So you're about to get started. You're letting go now to fully embrace and immerse yourself in your own fire. Totality. These 3 women are high in the air, playful and free, yet alert and interdependent. In a trapeze act, nobody can afford to be a little bit absent even for a split second, and it is this quality of total attentiveness to the moment at hand that is represented here. We may feel there are too many things to do at once, but get bogged down and we're trying to do a bit here, a bit there, instead of taking one task at a time and getting on with it. Or perhaps we think our task is boring because we've forgotten that it's not what you do, but how you do it that matters. Developing the knack of being total and responding to whatever comes as it comes is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Taking one step through life at a time, giving each step your complete attention and energy can bring a wondrous new vitality and creativity to all that you do. Yeah, there's definitely a nice beginning. Maybe you are a little timid of starting it. You know, all things that are new are difficult. You know, this tarot channel is very new to me, so it took me a very, very long time to even start. I just kept preparing and over preparing and procrastinating and doing anything but starting. But yeah, there's just let go, be total in the moment. Anything you can do matters. Every moment there's a possibility to be total. whatsoever you are doing, be absorbed in it so utterly that the mind thinks nothing is just there, is just a presence. And more totality will be coming, and the taste of totality will make you more and more capable of being total. Yeah, this is like my 7th video at this point now. The very first ones that was, they were hard to start, but just a lot of nervousness, a lot of just, I don't want to fail and do it wrong. But at this point, it's feeling easier now. It's feeling more normal. A new pattern is finally setting in. Yeah, and you are not total whenever you are in the head, thinking, brooding, calculating, cunning, clever. You are not total. If you are in the head, you're not total. Slowly slip out of these moments. It's just an old habit. Yeah, get a new habit will be coming. Habits die hard, but they die certainly. If one persists, they die. Yeah, my habit of being scared about making these videos is definitely going away. So whatever you plan on doing next, or whatever it is, that fire that you want to start doing, just slowly make it a new pattern, a new habit. 5, 6, 7 of Wands. Yeah, they're fighting it. You're fighting this beautiful new beginning that you want to start. I fought it for a long time. 7 of Wands. Take a stand. Challenges. Defending one's belief. Persistence. There's that persistency word again. So just be persistent in what you're trying to do, because that's what you're doing, is making a new pattern, a new habit. So at the very, very beginning, it requires persistency, because you're just gonna go back into your old pattern. But after some persistence, after you make it a new pattern, then it's just what you do. It's just what you are. The fool may find herself attacked from all sides and must take a stand to defend herself. Attaining and maintaining success are two different beasts. Others may vie for her position, and she may be defensive and on edge. This card may also be a call to stand with one's principles. And when others are critical, she must maintain higher ground, regardless of whether others are playing dirty. So it's like if someone's trying to change you, or telling you, hey, that thing you're trying to start is stupid. Just be persistent, be yourself. They don't know you, they don't know your life, they don't know what you've been through. But you do. And if it's something that you see in your head, then just get started and it'll be fun. Rest. Yeah, there's fighting to rest. Yeah, look at all that. He's having fire, and it turns into a sword. So it's all in your mind too. Maybe you're just fighting yourself, which is really what I did for such a long time. At first I was fighting, my family, because they wanted me to not do what I wanted to do. But then eventually, when I stopped listening to them, I was in that same old pattern, but I was doing it to myself, in my own head. Until I finally stopped fighting and rested. Gave myself a rest, really. And then it just became easier to be totally here, doing what I really wanted to do. And it feels nice. Yeah, I don't even need to read from the book for that one. Nice, Thunderbolt. Yeah, there's destruction, there's fighting. Into rest. While his lightning is coming from the top of his head, from the upper area. So it's all in the mind still. Here, I'll definitely read this Thunderbolt. Number 16. This is the Tower card for this deck. So the card shows a tower being burned, destroyed, blown apart. A man and a woman are leaping from it, not because they want to, but because they have no choice. In the background is a transparent meditating figure representing the witnessing consciousness. You might be feeling pretty shaky right now, as if the earth is rocking beneath your feet. Your sense of security is being challenged. There's that word again. That's something, you're bumping up against something. But it looks like it's in the mind. And the natural tendency is to try to hold on to whatever you can. But this inner earthquake is both necessary and tremendously important. If you allow it, you will emerge from the wreckage stronger and more available for new experiences. After the fire, the earth is replenished. After the storm, the air is clear. Try to watch the destruction with detachment, almost as if it were happening to somebody else. All of this fighting that's going on. Say yes to the process by meeting it halfway. So meditate if you need to. And that just means, just resting, being more quiet. Lay down just like that guy. Yeah. Give yourself some rest on this new beginning that you're trying to create, this new pattern. And the Hierophant is the inner teacher, is your guardian angel being a teacher. Just as we can be many things, I can be a son, I can be a soccer player, I can be a musician, I can be a singer, I can also be a teacher. Our higher self, our guardian angel, is also many things, but the teacher side of him wants to come out. Probably to teach you some new patterns, some new thinking, some new beginnings. Number 5, the Hierophant. This is the zodiacal trump of Taurus, which is you. This is you. Yeah, this is about somebody just headbutting you, like a bull, and you standing your ground, like this figure back there. All this destruction and fire will not affect you. You're gonna be chilling there, just like this. Look at that, they're both chilling in a similar position. Yeah, this is you meditating. Rest. Watching, instead of all this firefighting. Alright, the Hierophant. Offer thyself virgin to the knowledge and conversation of thine holy guardian angel. All else is a snare. Be thou athlete with the 8 limbs of yoga, for without these thou art not disciplined for any fight. Alright, I'm gonna read this little quote from Aleister Crowley. Alright, so she carries the moon, which is exalted in the sign of Taurus. Moreover, we see evidence of this new initiatory love relationship dramatically highlighted in the ornate window that illuminates the shrine, which Crowley describes thus. This symbolism is further carried out in the oriel, where behind the phallic headdress the rose of 5 petals is in blossom. The symbolism of the snake and dove refers to this verse of the Book of the Law, chapter 1, verse 57. There are love and love. There is the dove and there is the serpent. Yeah. So all this new Aeon imagery is wonderful, but what we should keep foremost in our minds is the fact that the Hierophant is here I'll show you, the Va of Yod-Heh-Vav, which this is everything. So this is the V in that everything. So very important. He is the 6th of the divine macrocosmic consciousness, to whom we must nail the 5 of our earthly microcosmic consciousness. He is the Prince Charming in the cosmic fairy tale, our holy guardian angel. So in the Tree of Life here, if this is God and this is the home, and then there's the abyss. This is the first physical manifestation. That is where we are, which is Earth. And this 6, the sun, this is where our holy guardian angel lives. This is where the Hierophant lives. And this is, as good as it gets for us little lowlies, since we're not the whole. This is our whole, wholeness. So you see the 5 that surround it, that are pinned. But to understand our wholeness, you gotta travel and visit the rest, which is a battle. Which is this battle. But totality is what you want. And it starts with whatever is you're planning to start, you know. No more fighting. Rest. And things around you will slowly dissolve until you are who you are. It's pretty, and this is your home too. So how cool is that? Yeah, I think we'll see what the Office Oracle deck has to tell us. Yeah, this is all about inner confidence. This is all about you being persistent in who you are. Yeah, so look out, world, because old Pammy is getting what she wants, and don't call her Pammy, because she doesn't like that. This is what you're embodying, which is you. Your own guardian angel is you perfected, you know. That's that inner confidence of yourself when you're persistent. Ooh, triumph. Yeah, and this is more of that persistence kind of talk. Where is this triumph? Yeah, this is going to be important. So Michael has a triumph over the human body. Conquer that human body. Make it move. Go on a run, dance, lift weights, do yoga, do Flongerton, whatever it is, any body movement you enjoy. And it landed on this meditating yoga guy too. And the Hierophant talked about the 8 limbs of yoga, which this is also the 8. So there's something important there if you are interested in doing yoga or learn actual, you know, the most basic of what yoga really is. I think that would help you understand yourself a little more and that inner confidence that you have inside. Yeah, Michael was laying on the ground exhausted, but even when he couldn't keep going any longer, he got up and he still finished. That's kind of what this 8 of wands is about. See how he's literally going up against all of these other wands, and he's just one wand by himself. Yeah, and this relates to anything in our lives, not just exercise. Our whole human bodies are wondrous machines. There's always a little bit of fuel left in the tank. And that little bit of fuel that's left in the tank is gonna be this guy, because he has infinite energy in his tank. It's like in Naruto, his inner demon fox, you know, Kurama. That he has so much energy that Naruto can use. So that's what's expected and needed for you right now. Just channel your inner demon fox and get that extra energy you need to pull out of whatever is going on, so you can start a new pattern, so you can be restful. Yeah, beautiful times are coming. Taurus, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.